You didn't sleep.
I slept for an hour. That counts.
What are you working through?
Vivian told me something in the garden about the DNA test. She said Victoria arranged it, not just accepted it, arranged it. And she said it the way you say something you've been holding a long time.
You believe her.
Yes, which means Victoria Hartford wasn't a woman who fell for a fraud. She was a woman who ran one.
What do you want to do?
I want to know who I actually am. And then whatever we find, I want to be the one who decides what it means.
I'll call the lab we use for Julian's financial trail. They handle genetic records too. Private, fast, they owe me.
I know this complicates everything.
Everything was already complicated. This just gives it a shape. The file is ready. Cassandra Mercer's notarized statement, the original police report, the PI documentation on Evelyn's communication with the Bell family. The wire transfer records from the gala. Derek Samuel's SAG file and his signed statement identifying Julian Wolf's associate as the man who hired him. And the police? Inspector James is expecting the full package this evening. She's been briefed. She says, and I quote, "Tell Mr. Wolf that this kind of thing takes exactly as long as it takes and not one day longer." That's encouraging. Julian's going to run the moment he hears the police have it. He won't hear until after. Daniel, the board packet? He already knew the packet was coming. He called me this morning to ask if there was anything he could do to help it land. Tell him nothing. This one I do myself.
Elena, I found something in the Hartford records. Victoria's personal correspondence, her private solicitor, 2001. She refers to the arrangement regarding the second child and asks him to ensure the documentation holds regardless of future testing. How old was Vivian in 2001? 3. That's before any DNA test would have been run. She was referring to Vivian's placement in the family. She arranged the paperwork before the girl even arrived. The test was just the insurance policy. She built a daughter from scratch. And disposed of the one she already had to make room. Kara, I need you to cross-reference the Hartford family records going as far back as they go. Birth registrations, estate documents, photographs, everything you can access. What am I looking for? Vivian told me to look. And Vivian only gives away information when she's protecting herself, which means whatever is in there, she already knows it. And she wanted me to find it. Tell me. The lab results came back 20 minutes ago. Elena, you are a Hartford, biologically. Victoria is your mother. You always were her daughter. Then why? I went deeper into the Hartford genealogy. Your father's side, the records go back 5 generations on the paternal line. 4 generations back, a woman, listed only as Beatrice Hartford, the Lagos branch, absorbed into the family through a business merger in the 1920s. Her name appears once in the estate archive and then disappears. No portraits, no official record, like they decided she had never been. You carry her color, Elena. That's what the photographs show when I ran the comparison. That's the line Victoria couldn't see past. You were her biological daughter. But every time she looked at you, she saw the branch of this family she had spent her entire life pretending didn't exist. And when Vivian came along, lighter, easier to position, easier to present, Victoria made a choice. She threw out her own child. Because I looked too much like the part of herself she was ashamed of. Yes, and she found a child who didn't remind her of any of that. And she called that child her daughter instead. Don't tell Alexander yet. I need to be the one. Of course. And Elena, I'm proud of you. Where's Alexander?
You should be sleeping.
The lab results came back.
And?
I am a Hartford. Biologically, she is my mother. I always was her daughter. But Ciara found the rest of it. My father's line 4 generations back, a man named Kaladi Hartford, the Lagos branch. Buried so deep his name appears once and then vanishes. I carry his color. And Victoria Hartford looked at her own child and saw him. And she could not bear it. So she went looking for a replacement. One she could manage better. One she could put in photographs.
She threw out her own daughter.
Because I look like the part of her family she had decided to be ashamed of. Yes.
Adezi Wolf. 6 generations back, my great-great-great-grandmother. The Lagos branch that my family has spent a century erasing. She's why I look the way I look. She's why they couldn't stand it. Every time they looked at me, they saw her. Evidence of a history they decided to be ashamed of.
They threw you out because you looked like her.
Yes.
And Victoria Hartford did the same thing to her own child. Because I looked too much like an ancestor she had buried. A different family.
We were the same story. Opposite sides.
We were always the same story.
Quite the production, Alexander.
Cassandra Mercer, née Bell. Her notarized statement is at tab 3. She confirms, on the record, before 2 lawyers and a notary, that the assault allegation against me 15 years ago was false. That she was pressured by Evelyn Wolf not to retract it. That Julian was present when the strategy was discussed. Tab 7. The wire transfer from Julian's shell company to Derek Samuels, the actor hired to approach my wife at the Wolf Industries Gala with a photographer. Timestamps, bank records, Samuel's signed statement.
This is a fabrication.
Tab 11. Inspector Afalabi's office received the full file last night. The formal investigation opened at 8 this morning. Julian, you are welcome to tell the police it's a fabrication. I recommend you bring a lawyer.
Mr. Wolf,
The board moves to suspend Julian Wolf's voting rights and executive access pending the outcome of the police investigation.
all in favor?
Unanimous.
You think this is finished? I think you should go, Julian.